We are looking at 3 cars here in the driveway. One of them is a Hyundai. Another one is a big Honda wagon, which you may be familiar with. But the one in the middle is very special. It's a Shelby GT-350. And it's been kind of souped up. And we're going to take it on one lap around the Adirondacks. Or at least one lap to Lake Placid. And part of the magic of the Shelby GT-350 is this 5.2 liter flat plane crankshaft V8, naturally aspirated. And if you want to know what flat plane crankshafts are all about, go look it up. But the magic here is that it can rev high and making well over 500 horsepower, what I think is like 520. I should know, but not off the top of my head, I don't. So there's a few interesting things about this. It's a 2020. It's got the Heritage paint scheme option, which gives you the sort of the original paint scheme that the original Shelbys had back in the day with the blue stripe and the white whatnot. Well, it's got some fancy schmancy wheels on it, which we won't say how much they cost, but well, a lot. And the Recaro seat option, so you don't slide out of the seat when you're going around corners, because it's got ultra sticky tires. And the scary part is, I have been tasked to drive. Oh boy. All right, our first leg of this trip is over the 9N road to Tongue Mountain. And guess what? It's the middle of September and we're seeing leaf changes up here on the heights of the mountain. Well, our first stop is Sabbath Day Point. Always a great view here, but we've got kind of a muddy looking sky today because of Hurricane Lee. We got no wind here, we got no rain, but the spill off from the hurricane is kind of making it a little muddy. That's okay. And the tire of choice is the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S. For any of you that care, or for the rest of you, here's the view of the lake. All right, the owner has delivered me some sobering news. I have been banished to the right seat, which is fine by me, actually. It's very tense driving somebody else's neat car, you know?
Service Marina Rentals and Sales.
Well, we've reached the Hague on the shores of Lake George here. Barely see it over the rock walls here. And it's got a delightfully narrow little road, although in the wide angle of the GoPro, it's not that obvious, but...
You could take the ferry to Vermont.
Vermont. It's one of many alternate activities you can take here in Ticonderoga, which is steeped in massive amounts of history. But we're going to zip through and head on north because we are targeting Lake Placid. Lots of Revolutionary War action here.
Yeah.
Houses that look like they've been here since then. Well, now we're here at 21st century Ticonderoga with all the big box stores and the wide highway and all the gadgetry you need to live a modern life. Well, we are well north of Crown Point, and we're on a very blustery looking Lake Champlain. And the wind is kicked up higher as further north we've got. Champlain is white capping quite a bit, and that's the hurricane. But all we're going to get is some breezes here, nothing else major. Here we are in downtown Port Henry.
Left here?
Follow 9N. I guess it's that way.
Yeah, well, there is no way.
Yeah. Well, there's a road that went that way.
I know, but this has got to be it.
This has got to be it. I just don't remember it being it. Well, we've determined that more people have lived and died in Port Henry than actually are living there right now.
Oh, guaranteed.
Because this cemetery is about a mile long and more, and there's 1 million stones in it. And oh, by the way, we weren't running GPS to find our way to Lake Placid, and we lost 9N. So now we're taking the scenic route, and we'll see what lies ahead. All right, so along here, County Route 7 up here in wherever. It's a very twisty, windy road. Very suitable for GT-350 driving. Ooh, and a 20-mile-an-hour sharp left. Let's see if we make it through. Oh, here's the 20.
Just wish I knew the road or something. I could cut the corner and stuff.
See, the problem with the video is you just don't get any of the visceral sensations of what's going on here. And now we're, oh darn, all you can see is the dang guardrail, but there's a beautiful lake right here. I gotta look on the map and see what it is.
Gorgeous.
I'll get back to you.
See, here's the two most important things right here. Oil pressure, oil temperature.
Oil pressure, oil temperature. And then there's the scenery here, as we're kind of getting into the high peaks area here on Route 9N.
Very picturesque little lake.
Well, this is one of the more dramatic spots on the trip, driving along Cascade Lake here, between two huge cliffs, essentially. Kind of driving into the sun, but, oh, Porsche.
Oxter.
It's very pretty here. Here's a real phenomena here in the high peaks areas, is the regulating the number of hikers they can allow, and the parking they can allow here along the side of the road. And it's been dicey. They've been issuing permits and doing various weird things to keep the traffic jams down and to keep the traffic on the mountains down too. So, well, here's the Polo Grounds, or the airport, depending on which facility you want to use. And there's the Olympic Cauldron over there. This is where they had the official opening ceremonies, as modest as they were back in the day. For a gas station here in LP.
I thought there was a gas. It's gone.
It's gone.
Look at that.
The gas station we tanked up the Ferrari with here
Tanked up the Ferrari.
is now turned into a parking lot.
It's turned into a freaking parking lot.
It's worth more empty than it is full. Well, it's got a nice view at least. So, for those of you who haven't seen all my videos, I was here in 1980 for the Miracle on Ice Winter Olympics, and I just did the math. And you can do it too, because this is 2023, and that was 1980. Okay, how long ago was that? You got it, exactly. That station doesn't have 93 octane.
No.
Oh, here's a Mobil. Now, Mobil's gotta have 93 octane.
Sure they do.
And there's where all the fun happened over there. I got into 2 or 3 of the games, but not the big one, sadly. Now it's gas time. Time to fill the thirsty beast. While we gaze upon some history over here, huh?
Talk about tourist central.
They should have been here 43 years ago. And I understand the prices for hotel space in here all year round is very resort-like. But it is a cute, neat little town.
Oh, it is a cute, neat little town.
Yeah.
There's no question.
And you know, they're gonna forever have a mark in history that makes it an interesting place to come and try to get sort of close to the big stuff that happened here. But at the moment, we're on our way to the sandwich shop. Downtown Lake Placid. And of course, that body of water behind the buildings there, that's Mirror Lake, not Lake Placid. And now we're navigating the electric parking ticket machine. All right, we're at the 46 Sandwich Shop here in downtown Lake Placid with a view to passing humanity. And I've got the Marcy here. They have sandwiches named after all the high peaks. And I got number 1, the Marcy. And it's full of all kinds of stuff. What'd you get?
I got the, I don't remember the name of it.
It's got some pastrami in it, looks like. Or something interesting.
Roast beef.
Oh, roast beef, okay.
And turkey. And cheese.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine it's 43 years ago. Yep, stuff was happening here. Okay. We're gonna take this thing and unwind the whole route. Except we're not going back the same way we came. Makes great noises, doesn't it? So here's the Lake Placid post office. When I was here 43 years ago, I thought, you know, I should go buy one of those big hunks of commemorative stamps and give it to my dad. It was a stamp collector. And for whatever reason, being a cheapskate or just indifference or whatever, I didn't do it. So, Dad, I'm sorry. I didn't get you that 8x10 sheet of Lake Placid Winter Olympics stamps as we go by the Miracle on Ice rink. Or the Herb
Brooks Arena?
Herb Brooks. I almost said Herb Brown, but I was close.
Herb Brooks.
Brooks. And the high school, which is now like a Chamber of Commerce or something. I don't know.
High school.
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye, Lake Placid.
Bye-bye, Lake Placid. See you next time.
A bit more Cascade Lake here. Big old mountain right here. There's Marcy Field we're passing by, and we're having a discussion as to whether we ever landed an airplane here. I contend we didn't. We only got as far as Ticonderoga.
I landed here.
Oh, you may have landed there, but not me.
Maybe.
Yeah. So we're in the last little canyon here before we get to the Northway, I think. And it's greatly spectacular here. Well, we're back to civilization. Here's the Northway, I-87. Even though we're still in the Adirondacks, of course. So we have to get out a little early because they've disassembled the Bolton Landing exit. So we got to get out one exit to the north, the road to Chestertown, and get out Screw River Road, which ain't bad at all because it's super scenic. It's all like super scenic here because it's the Adirondacks. There's the lake. So a little post-game cleanup on the Shelby GT-350, and we have safely arrived back in the dock. Thanks for being with us. Good night, everybody.